In 2026, the Formula One grid will host a collision that has never happened before. $2 billion gambles, born from different continents, different philosophies, and the same hunger for dominance. Audi and Cadillac will debut under brand new regulations, facing identical challenges with completely opposite game plans. It is German engineering versus American ambition, a works engine versus a customer deal, a future star versus proven veterans. This isn't just another new team story. This is the most expensive manufacturer rivalry F1 has seen in decades. And with the rules changing so drastically, nobody knows who has the advantage. The first race in Melbourne will start answering that question. And what happens next could define both brands for a generation. To understand why this rivalry matters, you have to understand what 2026 represents. In 2016, when a certain new team entered F1, they walked into a mature rule set. Established teams held years of accumulated data and development knowledge. Catching up seemed almost impossible. Newcomers were always destined to start at the back, hoping to survive long enough to learn. But 2026 rewrites everything. The rules change simultaneously for everyone, leveling the playing field in a way we haven't seen in modern F1. The engine formula shifts from roughly 80% thermal energy and 20% electric to a balanced 50-50 split. The MGU-H component, the element that scared manufacturers away for years, disappears entirely. Active aerodynamics replace DRS. Car weights drop by 30 kilograms. F1's own CEO, Stefano Domenicali, has admitted the pecking order will be torn apart. For Audi and Cadillac, that chaos represents opportunity. But each team has chosen a radically different way to exploit it. And the question now is simple. Which approach gives the real advantage when the lights go out? If you want the full story of this rivalry all season long, subscribe to Daily Apex Up, because this is the kind of battle that will define F1 for years. Let's start with Audi, because their story reveals just how far they're willing to go to control their own destiny. Audi didn't join F1 as a newcomer. They bought an existing team. In August 2022, Audi announced their entry. By October, Sauber was confirmed as their partner, and by January 2025, Audi owned 100% of the team. The reported price tag, $600 million, a number that signals how serious they are. That money bought more than a team. It bought the Sauber headquarters in Hinwil, an experienced workforce, and most importantly, time. While Cadillac fought for approval, Audi's engineers in Ingolstadt were already developing their 2026 power unit. On December 19, 2025, Audi fired up their engine in the new chassis for the first time, an achievement Mattia Binotto called a new beginning after years of work. Their leadership choices reveal their intent. Binotto came from Ferrari, Jonathan Wheatley from Red Bull, and James Key from McLaren. These aren't random hires, they're championship builders. And Audi's driver lineup is a statement in itself. Nico Hulkenberg, with about 250 starts, finally earned his first podium in 2025, showing veteran racecraft and resilience. Opposite him is Gabriel Bortoleto, just 20 years old, fresh off back-to-back junior titles. One of only 6 drivers ever to do it. Audi paired experience with potential greatness, giving them options Cadillac doesn't have. Their goal is clear: fight for the championship by 2030, building for long-term dominance. Now, Cadillac takes a completely different path. They had to fight just to get a place on the grid, and that fight shaped every decision. In October 2023, the FIA approved their bid, but in January 2024, F1 management rejected them, claiming they wouldn't add value to the championship. Mario Andretti called it offensive and prepared for a battle. The situation changed when Michael Andretti stepped back. TWWG Global took. control, and the entry rebranded as a factory-backed Cadillac project. Then came the number that unlocked everything: $450 million in anti-dilution fees, more than double the usual amount. On March 7, 2025, Cadillac received final approval after already spending over $20 million per month building a team with no guarantee they'd ever race. Cadillac starts from scratch. No inherited infrastructure, no power unit of their own. Their cars will use Ferrari engines and gearboxes until at least 2029, when GM's program is expected to arrive. Their operations span 4 locations across 2 continents: Indiana, Silverstone, North Carolina, and a wind tunnel in Cologne. But Cadillac's answer to Audi's youth strategy is simple: experience. Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez bring 527 Grand Prix starts, 16 wins, and 23 poles between them. Proven winners, built for the chaos of a regulation reset. Cadillac looked at Audi's gamble on a rookie and decided that raw experience will beat raw talent in the chaos of a regulation reset. When something goes wrong, Bottas and Perez have felt similar problems hundreds of times. When strategy gets complicated, they've lived through every scenario. When the team needs accurate feedback on the chassis, they don't guess, they know. Audi is betting that Bortoleto's talent ceiling outweighs his experience gap. Cadillac is betting that proven winners give them an immediate advantage their rivals can't match. The engine situation creates another front in this battle. Audi controlling their own power unit development means they answer to nobody. Every upgrade, every mapping change, every reliability fix happens on their schedule. Over a 5-year window, that independence could prove decisive. Cadillac using Ferrari customer engines means they depend on another team's engineering choices for at least their first 3 seasons. They'll receive updates when Ferrari decides to release them, and they'll never know if Ferrari is holding back their best developments for the works team. That dependency still comes with a major advantage. The Ferrari power unit works. It's proven competitive, so Cadillac won't spend its debut season fighting reliability issues while trying to learn everything else about F1. Still, there are warnings. Jock Clear points to Toyota as proof that money alone doesn't win. 8 seasons, huge budgets, and no race victories. But Damon Hill believes 2026 is a year where anything can happen, comparing it to Braun GP's shock title in 2009. Even Christian Horner is watching closely, calling a potential Ford versus GM rivalry potentially iconic, especially as Red Bull's partnership with Ford also starts in 2026. American versus German manufacturer rivalries are entering F1 at the exact moment when the regulations make upsets possible. So, who has the edge when the lights go out in Melbourne? Audi holds advantages in infrastructure development time and engine independence. Their head start means more simulator hours, more wind tunnel runs, and more refinement before the first race. Bortoleto gives them upside that Cadillac's experienced lineup simply cannot match. Cadillac's advantage is clear: driver experience, reliable Ferrari power units, and decades of institutional knowledge. Bottas and Perez know how to extract performance from difficult cars, which matters when everyone is still adapting to new rules. With a $215 million budget cap, neither team can simply outspend the other. Smart decisions, not money, will decide the winner. Hulkenberg admits the pressure of carrying the Audi name and stresses realistic expectations. Bottas, meanwhile, warns Cadillac could deliver a surprise that catches everyone off guard. If you want to stay ahead of this rivalry as it unfolds, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the 2026 season could rewrite F1 history. On March 6th, the 2026 season begins in Melbourne. Two automotive giants will finally face off on the same grid, each convinced their strategy is the right one. Audi's patience and control versus Cadillac's experience and speed to grid. German precision versus American ambition. A works engine versus a customer deal. A future star versus proven veterans. The 2026 Rookie War starts now, and by season's end, we'll know which billion-dollar gamble actually paid off. If you want to follow this rivalry all season long, subscribe to Daily Apex Up.